All right, hello and welcome back everybody. Today we are back in the hardcore world where we're going to be doing some more work on the nether portal behind me, because right now it is really rough and it needs a lot of work to be able to get it to be looking good and in line with the rest of the things that we do when we're building in this world. Hopefully everybody's having a great week, a great Friday, ready for the weekend. This is a Friday stream, our first time doing it regularly. And I say doing it regularly because I think we may have done a Friday stream before, potentially, but going forward, we're going to always be doing a Friday stream at this time. So new stream time, and I'm excited because a Friday afternoon is a good time to be able to stream. I'm excited. I'm having a great week, a great day. I've been busy working on a video from my main survival world, and it is getting close to being done, so probably look for that tomorrow. But enough about that. Let's get into what we're going to be working on today. We've got some work to do with this. So last time in the stream, Wednesday, we built this nether portal, and we got the basic structure in place, but there's still a lot of things that we need to do with it. I was just taking a look at the sides of it, and we've got some pretty straight lines right here and here, and on the other side we've also got these straight lines. So we're going to need to do something to mix that up a little bit. It's looking not very rock-like at the moment. The one thing that we were doing last time was getting the detail added in for blending it back into the terracotta, so going from the terracotta into the stone. And I think that we came up with something here pretty good. So we've got the grass blocks, coarse dirt, we've got some dead bushes, and the dried grass, as well as firefly bushes, and that helps us get the blending done a little bit nicer, and it's looking pretty good. But we've got the main structure here to be able to do. So we're going to work on that for a bit. Once we get some work done on that, we're going to head out and try to find a cherry blossom biome, to be able to get some pink petals. So we want to be able to use those for down here at the base of our staircase here. We want to be able to put some all the way down there. You can just about see the pool of water at the base. We were talking about that, and we were thinking that pink petals would look good in the last stream or a couple streams ago. So we're going to do that. But let's get to work on our nether portal. We've got to get well, actually, I think we have just about everything that we need to do. The challenge that we have right now is we lost our happy gas, who decided to go through the nether portal, but on the other side, there's not space for a happy gas. And so the happy gas, unfortunately, met with some rather unfortunate end. And so we're going to have to get another one at some point. Hello, Robin. Welcome. I'm glad you were able to make it today. All right. So let's see. We're going to be doing things like this because we got to break up these straight lines. And now that I'm thinking about it, it might actually make sense to go get a happy gas. One thing that we learned when building the staircase is that getting a happy gas makes these sort of vertical building projects of going through and detailing so much easier, and we can work a lot faster too. So yeah, that might be something that we have to think about here. I'm thinking that that's going to be very necessary. We're just doing a little experimentation here. What can we do to make this look good? That's our goal here. As always, our goal to make things look good. And I think we probably can do that with a little bit more block variation. One thing that we are having to deal with here is we don't want to necessarily cut into this because then the obsidian is going to be visible. And we don't want that visible. So we are a little bit limited on those blocks right there, but we can still do a lot with the ones around it. The other thing that I was noticing too that we need to do is put something behind our nether portal, because right now we just have terracotta back here and this opening. Whoa. Let's get out of here. And all of these torches, which are visible. So we don't necessarily want that either. All right. Get to work here. Putting in our detail blocks. Which I think will help. We do need some slabs besides cobblestone slabs. Got a few andesite ones. It's not bad. So this is what we're going to need to do up here too. Is we gotta put some things along here to break this up. It's not quite so straight. Straight lines don't indicate natural rock formations, unfortunately. They indicate bad Minecraft terraforming. That's no, just kidding. Right. And right now with this stone here, it's a little bit hard to tell what we're doing. So we probably need to put in a little bit of some other texturing blocks here. Be able to go around here and make things look. Oops, that's not what we want. Oh, and that's not what we want either. All right. Just kind of go through here. We got our splotch texturing that we've been doing, consistent with the rest of the train. I think it makes sense to be able to what we did in the staircase going over here, because that would sort of show that this is part of all the same rock structure, or the rocky, same terrain. Rock continues through. We do need to fix up these sides here. These sides are definitely not complete, but that's not the focus right now. This is our focus, getting this set up. I think what we're actually going to do is do a little bit of a sideways like that. We get our cobblestone in here. Already, I think that this is looking much better. We do need to go over here, because this doesn't really make sense what we've got going on. Had this drop down. Maybe we need to do that. That and potentially that there. We might even that and that, I think. Does that make sense? We gotta do something for that corner there now. Head on over, get that fixed up. A lot of back and forth. All right, I think what we can do is we can actually go here, here, and then let's do slab. There's that side, and then over here we can do like that. What's that? That's looking a little bit more worn and actually blending in so much that you can't really see it. Yeah. Yeah, okay. We're on the right track, I think. The track of we're not going to have everything be straight. Well, hello, friend. What are you doing here? Let's go around. We go... That's a straight line. Let's do that. Let's go here and we're going to go that. Okay. Down. All right. That's looking... Yeah, much... Smooth it out a little bit. Okay. One there. Go here. And here. Okay. Now I'm thinking whether we want to get any sort of vegetation growing on this. That's a potential. We also need a little bit of help here with these. Let's go like that almost, I think. Yes. We have a very sort of sharp line at that level. So that helps too. Ooh, we almost walked off the edge there. This part right here would be a little bit of a drop. Now, we talked about last time doing some stone bricks in the wall, especially around where the nether portal is. Let's see, does that make sense? And the reason why we do that is that, you know, whoever is living here, they've carved this out. Maybe there were chunks missing and they filled it in with bricks. That might actually kind of make sense. Maybe. We're doing that. We could also probably want a stair there and there. Let's go ahead and do stairs all the way around. That. Oof. Barely could make that. All right. That's good. Yeah. Stone bricks are a maybe at the moment. Could we make them a little bit more interesting? think that gives us a little bit of a depth variation. That. All right. Got a little bit more going on. We do need to get this rounded out. That piglin is living on the edge. Be careful up here. Would hate to see you fall. Hate to see myself fall. Do that one there. That. Okay, that helps us to round that out. Ooh. How are we looking at? Yeah. That's much more rounded. It's always hard to hide obsidian. Yes, yeah. Obsidian, there's just not much you can do with it. And it just is. But I think we have a little bit of hiding it. I think maybe what we need to do, maybe if we put something like this on either side, bring it in a little bit. Yeah. Let's go from further back. How's it looking back here? Oh yeah, that's much better. So you can kind of see left side versus right side. Left side with the detailing added in. Right side with texturing, but not like the slabs and stairs. Other than right here. Sort of ignore that part. This part over. Yep. I think that's... We've got an improvement on this side. What we can do as well is go through here. Let's replace these. It's probably the next logical step. Yeah. There we go. Better. Better. Maybe what we're going to do, just to make sure we don't have light. So what I'm thinking is, if we were to add vegetation, right now what we have are where did they go? Yeah, we've got these leaves, but these leaves are going to come across as brown. So I don't know that that's exactly what we want. If we were to do something like that. We were using these as roots down below. That made sense. Up here, I think we want to do something different. And we've got a couple of options. We could put grass blocks in. That might be the way to go. Or we just leave it as stone. One of those two. We'll think about that while we work on the other side. Right. Do a little bit more over here. And just go through, make our changes. mix it up a little bit. Oh, we've got we gotta put some color in here. I wonder if a black wall with a few spaces back behind the portal would hide more of the terracotta cave that's back at. Yeah, a black wall. We could even do it probably wouldn't take that much. We could do black concrete. That might be the way to go on that. We are running out of our detail blocks. Grab slabs. And just go through here, add these in. Gonna help us in the long run. This is a weathered rock. Can't have sharp edges. Otherwise, it'll just look like what it looks like. Maybe there and... yeah, we need some more color in through here. We should probably, I think if we go through here, we're going to replace these with moss blocks. Put some blocks underneath them. Only because Endermen are likely to take them. Always taking blocks from my builds. Now we got our cobblestone. Regular cobblestone. And then andesite to finish it all off. Got around and around. There we go. That's now got a little bit of color, which is always good. Let's also go ahead, go like that. Just because we're adding in color doesn't mean we're not going to have something there. Let's also, this needs some. Oh, there we are. That's good. Maybe do that. That is the same side. Let's do it that way. Oh. No. Oh, not that one. There we are. Okay. Get ourselves some slabs. That way we can kind of just extend out a few things here. Good. Here is a straight line. That fixed. Same thing over here. We could probably do one of these and those. And up here we can put some slabs on that. Up and around. Let's go ahead. Slab it up. Actually. Do a little bit here. Oh, with this. That, I think. And maybe over here the same. Ooh. Straight line there. Don't want that to be completely straight. Want it to have a little bit of jaggedness. Here we are. Maybe... Okay. There we are. We have one really blocky corner right here. This one, it's just a stair would be good there. And maybe we do those. Okay. That's a bit better. I'm thinking that along the back here, it would actually make sense to have more vegetation growing all the way up, because this is a not a sharp drop off like the sides. So soil would actually kind of gather up here potentially, and where soil gathers, then plants can grow. So let's go ahead and get some things added in here. Mix it in between all of the slabs that we've just put in. Oh, no, not like that. Well, okay. Wait, how did he get down there? Ah. He dreams of dirt layers. Yeah. Dirt. All right. Let's see. Sort of go through here. Oh no, not a stair. That was inconvenient. Maybe a little bit like that. Let's get our plants as well. Do we have any more dead bushes? I think we might have put all of... No, we do have a couple. All right. We don't need the lily pads. Lily pads can stay in the box. Right, we can up like are all the way. This side's looking a little plain. Ooh, we only have a few dead bushes too. Okay. Through. Oh. Here we are. And then one there. All right. We need more dead bushes, but let's see. Yeah, that's better. I was thinking we might bone meal, but we don't have a lot of bone meal, so probably not. Let's just kind of move around here, see what we've got. We need something in there. That's one big chunk of stone. A little bit of color. And if we do that. Now we could actually do it like that. We could do that. Get ourselves these slabs. That. And then that. And that. And then behind here. Well. Go through this way. Vines on the flat wall? Yeah, vines might be good. We gotta get some first. Just a little crack in the wall there. I just don't know if vines are going to come across as brown. Then maybe not, but I don't know. Let's grab our cobblestone and then we can that's gonna help break things up a little bit. That's good. Okay, now we need to do more with here. Those there. That there. Probably brown. Yeah. It is an unfortunate side effect of building in this area. We need more on that spot. Wait, was it this spot? Oh yeah, it was this spot. Okay. There we are. Let's see how this is looking. Have we made an improvement? It does look a little bit more natural. Yeah, I think that that's good. I'm tempted to go get some spruce leaves. On the other hand, this being a Badlands, a lot of vegetation doesn't really make sense. So we might leave it as is. But we do need to fix the back. So let's go see about getting some black concrete. We're going to drop some stuff off here though. Let's go ahead and drop those off. Put the rest in here. All right. Also, see get our sword. We're going to need the sword. Get some black. Pockets of water might explain the vegetation. Good point. Yeah. How in the world are there so many? Where did you all come from? They can't spawn in this building. It's a mystery. Maybe what we need are the flowers. That's what we need to add. Cherry leaves and the blah, 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 I can't talk. Cherry leaves and the flowers. Think pink petals. Speaking of, let's just... Well, now, how did you get there? That's not what we want to see. We're almost full. Got any... Nope, no flowers growing there. Okay. Black dye. Squids. We need the squids to spawn in. Might see some. Alright. Five is good. Only 2 on that one. Got 3. We've got some more squid over here. Let's see how many. Where did it go? There it is. 16. Only 1? Wow. Don't hit me. Oh, rude. Oh, not in the shell. That. Okay. We're not here for the drowned. We are here for squid. And we got squid over here. I need some ink. Let's hope these are a little bit more forthcoming. Hello there, Crow. Maybe said that wrong. All right, 34. I think that's pretty good. We can get a decent amount of black concrete with that. A bigger question is whether we have sand and gravel. We got a little bit of gravel and plenty of sand. All right. This will be... no. I think it's this way. 1622. Oh. Okay. I think we need 22. All right, that's good. Gravel, sand. Now, probably makes sense to get the concrete first, or we place it in. We'll just sit here for a few seconds as we get ourselves some black concrete. Don't even have our totem out. Could be risky. Creeper could come up behind us and explode. And that's that. We're done. No. The chances of that, extremely unlikely. Because this area is all lit up. So, and it's not night. So we're good. And we've got a creeper farm, so that's where all the creepers are going to be. Don't need to worry about the creepers over here. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Wonder if I have any blocks that we could use to make a pattern in this. They'd need to be something bright, but I don't know if I have any. So, let's see. That's all of that. We'll drop these off. Those are stone. Ooh. Oh, we've got purple wool. That's potential. No. Okay. Glazed terracotta. Yeah, that's a good option too. Got a few different blocks back here that we can take a look at and see. Let's go here. So, one of these are flowers. One of these. Blue terracotta. I think we need to go down. We'll fly down our path. Look at our path. Looking good. Oh. We need to put that back. I sort of jumped down here without that. Could have gone horribly wrong as we hit all of the sides. Alright. And our final stop. Let's see. Ooh. Oh. Cinnabar. I forgot about... Yeah, could use Cinnabar to match the nether portal. I just thought of that as I saw your message, Robin. That is definitely a good idea. Let's do it. We'll do... let's do polished. We'll take an extra one with us just in case. Okay, now for the pattern. Let's think about it. Could we... maybe we do geometric. So we could go... Oh my goodness. Non-stop. All right, where is the center? The center is here. So this is the center. Let's go. You are blocking me. Put a block here, then the cinnabar here. That. And then we go here, here. We don't want to necessarily do that. If we do it that way, we're losing blocks that we could be saving for ourselves. Okay. There. This one to go here. Joel, hello, welcome. Right. So we can go through now. How does our little geometric square? Ooh. Okay. Now I'm thinking what we want to do is do the top one, and then we'll see how much space we have in the middle. It's going pretty well. How are you? Let's get ourselves temporary blocks. So what we can do is go up and build upside down. So that one we want to be there. This is going to be cinnabar right here. And cinnabar. Cinnabar. That's going to be our... All right, we're gonna get a little bit of noise here. We go there, and then it's gonna go a bit like that. That. There we are. Question is, are we going to have space for one more? I don't think we will, because we've got that there. So maybe we do... Oh, it's also an even number, which is not great either. We could do something kind of like this. And then we'll do black concrete all the way around. There we go. Okay, now we're stuck in here. No. Let's put some lights in. Don't get any spawning. There we go. And we can... Let's just go out this part right here. Wasn't that perfect? Let's see. How does that look? the top feels like it's too high up. Fighting allergies and a little bit of burnout. Oh no! That's rough. Sorry to hear that. Yeah. It's in a barn in black concrete. I think that it's a little bit hard because our border isn't precise or isn't even, so it looks weird. But I think we can stick with that. That's good. It's definitely better than nothing. So okay. It's pretty good. Now, let's see about some flowers. Because we can add in, we've got our cherry leaves, not that one. Cherry leaves. We don't need this one either. And cactus flowers. So maybe we do a little bit of this. Maybe we put some of these in. And make a monument for the poor. Happy gas. Not yet. We got to do that. Maybe we do something over opposite our nether portal. We can make a mossy mossy monument. Monument to mossy. The best is happy gas that ever happy gassed. What we need to figure out is how will these look from here? If we were to go that. Are we doing too much? I don't think we are. Yeah. That works. We're gonna put some right there where that cobblestone is. I think that's another spot that is needed. Now, for a long time, I didn't use these cherry leaves, but sort of going through a cherry leaf phase at the moment. I don't know that I want those to be connected up. Let's see. That's not bad. Maybe we do a little bit more back here. Yeah. Maybe we put some more of our flowers in here. Very crisp sound that cactus flowers make when you place them. Oh yeah, there we go. Yes, yep, we're just about there. My plan was to do about an hour worth of building, and then we're gonna head out and look for the pink petals, and then that should give us enough time when we get back to be able to put them in, potentially, get them added in. So we've got about 5 more minutes to make some changes here, get some additions to our little structure. Okay. think that's about what we need. We need some right about here, I think. And then there we go. Now, maybe it doesn't make sense to have bright, well, maybe it does. Bright flowers and next to dead bushes. Taking some creative liberties with, those are slabs. With botany and all those other things. All right. How does it look? I think it looks improved. Does it look good? That's the question. Maybe once we have more in, we'll be able to make a better determination. I do think it looks good. Maybe we need something up on the top. Maybe we need some flowers up on the top. We are going through our cactus flowers rapidly. Gonna have to spend some time back at base, or our farming base, to get more. Pack snack. Oh, good. Yep. I don't know if the pink is too much of a contrast. We're gonna have to just let it sit for a little bit and think about it. All right, let's get some things together here before we head out. Do we have an empty shulker box somewhere? Everything is got things in it. Can we shift things around? Maybe we can put dirt in with the grass. There we go. These back in here. In here. And got that one. Always good to have a spare shoulder box, just in case. Let's take this with us. Just, oh, wait. I got this. Back in there. Okay, that's good. I think it makes sense because we do have the pink all throughout. So it's not like we're just putting this here and it's never been anywhere else. We also have more rocks that we're going to be building, more formations to put in, because I want to build something on either side here. Probably not a rock formation. It's going to be more of a structure, sort of monument thing that I want to try to do. But yeah, I think then we can add some more of our pink, the cherry leaves in. I'm thinking that for setting out to look for the pink petals, we're going to stay here and head this way. I think this might be the way to go. Got a village right over here too. That's actually super convenient. We do have a bit of a range of mountains. Is that lava? Those, okay. And another village. It's also, and another village. So many villages all over the place. Lots of mountains. Now, if we could just get some of the correct mountains, because I don't know that cherry blossom biomes spawn in next to these stony peaks. We're going to sleep through the night and the rain, so we have a clear view. Hello, Ashley. Welcome. I am doing well. Thanks. Hope you're doing well too. Always nice when it's a Friday. Now, this is promising. A snowy mountain. Could have a cherry blossom biome. Oh no, that's not snow. Well, it is snow and calcite. No cherry trees though. Here we are. Plateau. There we go. We've had to search far and wide. And then here we are. 2 minutes into our search. What's my favorite mob? It's a good question. We're going to need to collect a lot of these. What's my favorite mob? It's a harder question than I thought. I think it depends on what the mob is used for. Purely for looks, I think the sniffers are very much are pretty funny mobs. I like having sniffers around. From usefulness, happy gas is pretty useful, and the Nautilus are pretty useful. And then things like sheeps and cows, you know, those are just classic mobs that define the game. Mob is zombie. They're stupid. Okay. Shortest field trip in the history of field trips. Yeah, it was 2 minutes. We're going to spend more time collecting the pink petals than we are searching for the pink petals. Favorite character for Minecraft? I mean, it's not really many characters. I'm not taking out all of the pink petals because I want to not to completely destroy the biome. But we can kind of alternate our way through here and get quite a few. I think we probably have a good amount. That's more than we would need to decorate the base of our staircase. All right. Had to make the trip worth it. Oh, ouch. Now, can we find our way back? That's the real question. Are we lost in the middle of nowhere? I don't think we are. Pretty sure we can find our way back. I think actually the way back might... Maybe we are lost. Is it this way? Yes, it is this way. Okay. No way. Yeah, you can ask me something. think these are our mountains. I recognize that blade of grass. Oh, yes. Okay. We made it. Oh, I was so worried we were going to be lost forever. That was sarcasm. Oh, uh-huh. Had a feeling that was the question. Down we go. Let's put some flowers in. Right. Now, adding in the pink petals down here was suggested by Sunburn Relic. I think it's going to be a great idea. So I think what we'll do is save some of those petals to bone meal later. Oh, yes. Yeah, definitely. All right. So let's see. I think what we want to do, maybe... make sure that we don't break our... Yeah. Something like that. Where we... put it along the borders. Got moss carpets all over the place, so... maybe we do... I think having... nope, not 4. I want to do 3. And then maybe... there we go. That's a nice little pattern there. All right. Maybe we do some more over here. We could probably do a little bit of that, you know, just little dots. And I think that that's a nice mix. Don't necessarily want to overdo it. Okay. Whew. Barely had enough. Maybe we put some on this one. I think we ought to put some on this one. Let's put some right there. And then maybe if we do it over here. There we are. That's good. All right. We're good. 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 Put that down there, maybe? Yeah. Also, there. There we go. Those are slabs. Maybe put that there. And... yeah. Perfect. Okay. Well... that was exciting. Field trips are great. Except now, what to do? No, there's plenty that we can do. Maybe what we should do is see about placing in some of these up here. Because we could do a little bit. We can't, yeah, I didn't think we'd be able to do it there. But if we did that maybe. And maybe we do a little bit over here. A little bit over here. Okay. Bring in just a little bit of the pink to our area. Now. Piece in here. Okay, so we've got our nether portal figured out. Maybe this is our next section that we need to work on. We gotta get these walls fixed. Let's drop off sword, 'cause we don't need the sword. All right, here we go. Go along like that. And we'll just take out all of our terracotta here. And we'll be able to have this feel like it just fits in with the rest of the area a little bit better. Because right now, this terracotta sticks out. Just a little bit. A bit of an eyesore, really. You know what we should do, actually? We should go on another field trip and find another happy ghast. That is what we should do. All right, let's take out these blocks and then we'll do that. That'll be our second field trip. 2 field trips in one stream. Since the first one was a little bit of a letdown, not much of a trip. And then that way we can have the happy ghast growing while we work on that. So let's drop these things off over here. Is terracotta re-dyeable? In vanilla Minecraft, it's not re-dyeable. There are data packs that you can get that allow you to do it. And I had one for a long time, but then it didn't work with the most recent update, so I've got to try to get another one because it's pretty useful to be able to just re-dye any terracotta that you want. Usually the data packs do not just terracotta, but they do wool as well, and glass. Wool and glass, I think. They don't do concrete, but wool and grass. All right, we're over here because we need... Oh, wait. Before we... Let's just check our rocket supply. How are we on rockets? That should be enough for us to find a happy ghast. I'm thinking... this will be a quick trip too, because this nether portal, if I remember correctly, opens out into a soul sand valley. And it does. We should be able to find one. Now we did get quite a few from right around here, so maybe we have to go a little bit further out. I should really come through here and collect all of these bone blocks. I see a happy ghast. Our new friend. Hello, Mossy 2.0. Mossy's angry cousin. Yeah. all of the field trips are super short, so we may have to do a third field trip now. Gosh. I'm not sure if there's a way. We may need to find a solution to happy gas proof our nether portal. We don't want another one flying through. There's different ways that we could do it. We could put it so that we've got these cherry leaves hanging down in front. That might be an option. Let's do this. Let's grab water buckets. Ooh, we just happen to have an odd number. I think we have to have, just for safety purposes, pressure plates are going to be best. Definitely need a tailed fridge. Okay. Oh, you blinked. Yeah. Yes, we do need we need another one. These trips are so quick. All right. What other field trips could we do? Well, I think what we should do, we need to get some more iron. And then we need to come back and get some more dead bushes and dried grass. Because we're going to need those for decorating the rest of this area, because, yeah, the rest of this area is a little bit, well, we're going to be doing more to it. Got more to add. Things to do. Things to build. Let's see. Over here. Let's just grab a full stack. Put the full stack into here. The other thing that we can do is, I know that I have crafted up many of these. Let's just take the ones that I've already crafted. There we go. Perfect. Hello, my happy gas friends. So early on, we spent a lot of time building with oak. We've now switched to spending a lot of time building with stone. A lot of stone structures. Oh, we're sort of off target there a little bit. Incoming. Of course, the solution here to save our happy gas could be that instead of doing something on this side, we take the structure on the other side and make that happy gas friendly. All right, let's go just a bit further out, maybe all the way over here. We can collect from this area, sort of out of sight from our base. Okay, these all right. These are takes a little bit longer to do this. A little bit longer than the pink petals. Pink petals were pretty quick to collect up. And we should get our shortcuts too while we're here. All the shortcuts that we can find, we will collect. Nice little group of dried grass to be collected. Trim things up a little bit around here. Oh, there's a whole bunch down here too. Let's get this one. Going right on through here. How much do we have? Stack and a half. That's collecting up these dried bushes. It feels like you're getting a lot, and then you look and it's, nope, not a lot. Just a little bit. Fast. Faster, 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 faster. Fast as we can. Doesn't help if I leave it behind. That's kind of defeating the purpose. Oops. Going through here. It's so many. Oh, this was got a whole bunch all grouped up there. What are we naming the new guy? Ooh, portals are danger. New guy. Bluey? Yes. Stick. New guy, Bluey. Yeah, Bluey might be good. New guy is also good. I like new guy too. Helps us to remember Mossy. Like, well, why is the name new guy? That'd make us sad though. Like, oh, because, well, we had Mossy, who was the bestest happy ghast. And right up until they went on a little adventure. Named Bluey. First pet I ever had was a cat, and I named the cat Blue. So it'll remind me of my cat. I think I was probably 5 years old at the time. All right. I was just staring down that cavern because I was like, oh, there's gold. We could collect the gold ore. Leftover thought process from other projects. All right. I think that is enough to get us started. Let's go back. It is kind of nice. We don't have to worry about the rain. Everything just kind of gets a little bit foggy. How are we doing? We stand on the pressure plates, will it go faster? Around and around and around. No. I'm gonna get all dizzy. Let's drop these things off in here. I think we are building and our shulker boxes are only getting more filled up as we go along here. One of these has stone. So what we can do with our stone is we can come over here. I'm thinking for what we're going to build, mostly squared. Now, if we were to do this, that would put it like right here, I think. I don't know that I want to come out to here, because that would make this path just a little bit narrow. But 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then into the wall. Now that we have a happy ghast again, we're going to use it to decorate this up. So we're going to put in sort of the basic shape. And then once the basic shape is in, we'll be able to go back through and add in the detail. Maybe what we should do is framework instead. That might make more sense. We could just this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a square. Just kind of want to see what the size of this shape looks like. If this is too small, too big, just right. I do think that that is the right size. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 5. Okay. So then we go down and yeah, it's a little narrow. Maybe do just a little bit of extra work here. Help with that. Okay. We can fill in these now. They're also going to need to be detailed out. That's fine. That just about getting the basic structure in. And then we can go back and do all of the hard work. All right. That's going to be good. Stone walls. These. Oh, yes. Yes. Stone walls would be amazing. We need them. All right. I think that does feel like the right size. They might be a little bit too close together, but we're stuck with what we have here. Can't really make them wider without yeah, we just can't make them wider. Let's go up a little bit more though. Maybe we'll go up about 10 from this layer right here. So that should be 1, 2, 3, 4. This will be 7. And we'll go up 3 more. We're out of stuff. Sleep, sleep. Quickly, quickly, quickly. All right. Okay, that's 10. How does that feel? It feels a little bit short, I'm thinking. That's kind of how it feels. The other thing to think about too is whether we add more around our circle here too. So if we were to put some over on that side, this height, and have them all be the same height, it's going to look really short over there. How does it look from over here though? Sort of blocks our nether portal a little bit. And the fact that our nether portal is not even really stands out that way. Ugh. Okay. That's fine. Over here. I mean, down here, they're very tall. And we're going to be doing things to them to make them not just blend into the wall right now. Very boring looking. I think that that's about the right height. We might go a couple layers up once we start adding in the details. The other thing we could check too is if we fly away, how does it look from a distance? That's probably about where we want it. Given the size of our staircase hole, I think that that's a good height. If it was taller, it just looked awkward, I think. Especially if we put something here, if we put them around. Maybe not. Maybe if we don't put them around, if we just put them there. they were to go up about here. Let's build a pillar and see. Let's go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Doubling the height there. It actually still feels kind of small. Yeah, I think we could double the height and be just fine. Right, let's do it. Stuck the landing. I mean, even if we don't like this height, stone is pretty easy to take down. Not like this is an obsidian pillar or anything. Back to our tree. Anything that covers up Savannah looks great. That is a good point. Yeah, I do think that that's a better height. Okay. Get the other one. We're gonna stick with it. This is good. All right, and around and land. 1, 2, 3. I wonder how good a pale oak forest would look around them. Ooh, now that is a good idea. That's pretty intriguing. We could do... I wonder if how some custom pale oak trees could look. We did a whole custom pale oak tree forest. That might look very intriguing. Replace all of these regular oak trees. All right. How are we looking from over here? Oh, that looks much bigger. Of course, we are closer. We were pretty far away from over there. And we have the advantage, or the, not advantage, but we have the perspective of the base of these a little bit more, so that makes them taller. But yeah, that I think is the right height. And if we look at it from here, yes, I mean, imposing. Okay. We need our happy gas to wake up. Come on, my friend. You're needed. Bluey is very happy. This is also a good deal too, I think. Just looking at it from this angle. What we're gonna do, let's collect that. Let's get ourselves some stone, fill in those 2 spots. Trying to think about different ways that we could detail these around. Hello, Jenny. Welcome. All right. we've got our stone pillars. Super exciting. Got a little sarcasm going today. All right. Well, look at who is awake. I'm doing pretty well. How are you? What we need to do is we need to get ourselves the harness, and we happen to have a shulker box filled with snowballs. Where are you? There you are. Okay, come here. Would you like to eat? Are you hungry? Here are some snowballs. Oh boy. There we go. That was quick. Come back. Come back. I don't know why I'm jumping. I can just fly up. Here we go. Here we go. There we are. All right. We're set. Now, we need to do, maybe we're going to fly our happy ghast out over here, away from the nether portal. No flying through the nether portal, my friend. You need to stay back. Okay, let's find this. Actually, we don't need to do that. We're going to do this. Boom. Now, we need to detail our stone pillars. This is the tricky part. Very tricky part. Get our usual blocks out, but we also need some stone bricks. Now, we might want to do something with some tough bricks too. I think we have some tough down below. Control our descent a little bit with our waterfalls. All right, there we go. And then, well, that's not what we wanted. Oh my goodness. Nope, no plans. But thank you for the offer. All right, let's see. I have tough somewhere. We got a little bit there. Maybe I don't have any. Oh no, a little bit there. Up we go and back. Okay, so we got ourselves a little bit of tough. We might need to get some more. know, if we were to do just that on the corners here. Now we could also do ourselves some stone bricks potentially. I wonder if we would want to have any tough bricks in here too. Let's get ourselves a stone cutter. Just do that. Might need to do... Oh. Not there. Not there at all. Okay. That's actually the reverse of what we want. We want it to go the other way. So we can do that. That. Okay. You know. Something along those lines. We might even have to do a little bit of that. Trying to get just a little bit more decorative with these ones. We can also get some... Let's do this. No, I can finish it. Well, okay. Get ourselves gas. Fly on over. So if we go up 5, some broken off corners filled in with fence. Yeah. Yeah. That would be nice. Yeah, we could do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then along here. Do that. But yeah, broken off corners would be nice. I think that's a good idea. We want this to be somewhat ruined. So do that. Is that going to make it seem too thin? It might make it too thin, but we're going to give it a try. Can you fit through here, please? Let's go there. Can we? We cannot. That's a bit of a challenge for us. Okay, but yeah, I like that. The only other thing that I could think of is whether we would keep just one and then have just the rest be straight up like that. Or if we add in more of these, so that way we have every 5. So, you know, maybe one here, one closer to the top. Have to think about that. Okay, let's take our happy gas back. Let's see. Maybe what we do, let's try going up 10 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have a 9 in between. That means odd numbers are better. So leave it. All the way out. Come on. Here we go. There. All right, let's see how that is. I actually like that. Yeah. Okay. And then if we were to do, you know, some ruined corners, we could do that too. And that would give us the space to be able to do that, because we could then have something like right here in this corner. And we've got a little bit of room to work with there. You know, maybe we go up here and we have, you know, just a little bit of a rundown corner on that side. But I think we're going to need to get a lot of tuff, because we're going to want to have the tuff spread throughout. And 2 stacks is not going to get us there. Not even close. But I think that that's, yeah, going to be good. The other thing we got to think about too, let's put our happy gas back over here, and we can try building up some more pillars on the other side. All right, so if we go back over here, could it make sense? And pale moss. Ooh, yes. Yeah, I think that's what's missing there, is our pale moss, some pale moss to go between the tuff and the stone. I think that's let's see, it would be 5. Okay. Okay. Oh, I can't do it. All right, let's go up to about here. Use our imagination a little bit. Would that make sense? I put a green harness on Bluey. We might need to get a blue harness to put on them. Because green probably doesn't make sense with Bluey. On the other hand, a green harness on a happy gas that's named Bluey does make a lot of sense. Confuse everybody. Why is it green? It's Bluey. And if you put Bluey and green together, what do you get? Cyan. Which is, of course, the best color. All right. I kind of like what we got going on here. It is Mossy's harness, yeah. Yes, it lives on the harness, not Mossy, obviously. I think that that's going to be good. I think we will put in 2 in the back. Yeah, it is sad. Poor Mossy. Let's... Is that? That's not even lined up correct. Is that lined up correct? That would then be there. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, the other thing that we could do is we could make the ones back here even more ruined than the ones up in front. And we could have one almost have fallen over. That could be an interesting thing to do. Sort of collapsed tower. Might be a nice way to break it up so that it's not all the same thing. All right. Not there. He's in there. He's in here. We're tough together. All right. That's good. Well, I think that is about where we're going to leave things for today. We will be back on Monday for another stream. We'll be back in this world. We're going to probably have to collect a bunch of tuff, and then we'll be able to get our towers built. So expect to be doing some mining for the next one. I'll have a video out tomorrow, so keep an eye out for that. Think erosion on whatever side the winds come from. Ooh, yeah, that's a good, because I think before we wrap it up, I think it would make sense that the wind comes this direction, because we've got this opening here where it's more sheltered on that side. Although we have more on this side, so it makes sense the wind comes through this way. Now you have to build a banner flag to show the wind. Oh, yeah. Yes. Flags are good. We could build some flags. But yeah, that's about where we're going to end. Yeah, we're going to wrap things up here, though. We'll be back on Monday. Until then, everyone, thank you. Have a great weekend. Thanks, Robin, for sticking around, chatting through the whole stream. Much appreciated. And until Monday, have a good weekend, everyone. We'll see you next time.